Counting down to first pitch tonight in Motown. It's the Indians and the Tigers, and it's next. Nighttime baseball on tap from Comerica Park in Motown. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Central Division leading Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
And here we go with two guys making their first start here since the All-Star break. And both of them should be well-rested and ready to go. So they're each going to be looking to get their second half off to a winning start.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll tee it up against the ever-improving right-hander Rick Porcello. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Into the box now stands the leadoff man Michael Bourn, and we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Michael Bourn.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw to first, and they'll get the speedy Bourn for the first out of the ball game. And before we go much further, let's pull up the scouting report for this 25-year-old so we can see what to expect. Jason Kipnis will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, maybe a little gun shy there after swinging at that first fastball out of the zone. But now he's got himself in a pretty big hole up there, down 0-2.
1 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, right fielder,
Brandon Moss will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play. First pitch on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here comes the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
On the way. Nope. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Is on the way. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Carlos Santana will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He's set. Now the pitch. That's on the ground to the left side. And Iglesias isn't going to get there. It's through for a base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Nick Swisher will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Now here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
The next pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Ready now on 1-1. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there. He's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Yan Gomes. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. He's ready now. The pitch. In there. No balls and a strike. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
From the stretch. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Indians 2. The Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers now. Carlos Carrasco will be on the mound to face them, and if he's going to be successful against these hitters, he's going to need to keep the ball down in the strike zone without question. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Here comes Austin Jackson as he'll step up to get things kicked off in the bottom of the first.
For the Tigers, center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Fastball in there for a called strike. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already, so this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
And the pitch. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1 and 2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One now to Iglesias. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ready with the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
2-2 pitch on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled back. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And even 2 batters in, you have to like what you see so far. Back-to-back strikeouts now to start off the home first.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently 2nd entering play.
Go Tigers!
First pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0. Lonnie Chisenhall leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
First pitch coming. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Lombardozzi is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Zach Walters will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here's the pitch. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Good is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Michael Bourne will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First offering on the way. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Cleveland's out in front, 2-0. Victor Martinez will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Designated hitter, Victor Martinez.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
And a good swing there by the switch hitting Martinez, but he missed it. 0-2. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The next 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Torrey Hunter will get his first opportunity now. And here's the first pitch. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Alex Avila will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Here's the first offering.
Here we go.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Pitch on its way to Avila. A ball hit hard to the left side. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here 2-0. Jason Kipnis is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now another 0-2. Hard hit towards center. One away here to begin the third.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Brandon Moss. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through, a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
He's set, now the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Pause, now the pitch. There's a line drive that'll be over the head of Iglesias and on into left center field for a base hit.
Don't rush it.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Nick Swisher will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. A 3-run shot for Nick Swisher. 32 now for the season as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, not much of a surprise here. This is what MVPs do. He's fortunate here that they decide to come after him. I don't know why, but that is a fundamentally strong swing. The ball just jumps off his bat. It's way out of here with plenty to spare.
Up next for Cleveland,
Here's Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And the pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Now the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game, as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the third inning. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each.
Zach Walters will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Hey, Tigers, let's go!
Now the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And add one more, as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
And you want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Phil Koch is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Michael Bourne will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
Let's go, Tigers!
First pitch on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. 4 runs here in this half inning. The 1-0. And Bourne will take it again, and it's 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
2-0 count, the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. That's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0.
Another run home to score in the inning, and it's not going to be charged to him, but still, he's got to find some way to get his guys out of this already.
Jason Kipnis will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Tiger.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in standing. He waits. Now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here comes the 1-2. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Iglesias is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Indians 7 and the Tigers nothing. Diego Good will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Here it comes. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. On the way. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Now the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Ian Kinsler will get his first opportunity now. And as you see there, he's in need of something to go his way because he's been ice cold these past 8 ball games.
Yeah, let's go, Tigers. You can do it.
First pitch coming. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
I tell you, He's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
The pitch. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Steve Lombardozzi will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Indians on top, 7-0. Brandon Moss will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Right fielder, Brandon Moss.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Pitch on the way. Goodness, 0-2 now.
And that's where you're going to power guys. This guy's a pull hitter, so he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Carlos Santana will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Let's get you out here. Come on.
First pitch to him. Swing and a liner, but foul. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, this ball's well hit. It's going to split the gap in left center. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
Nick Swisher will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch coming. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. For Santana, a good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year.
Nail that runner.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third is Santana heading for the plate, and the runner will score from second. So another run is across to score on the base hit. And with that, we take a look at the league leaders in runs scored so far. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Michael Brantley will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Okay, pitch out.
Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. To Iglesias for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Yan Gomes will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Come on, Tigers!
First offering on the way. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
And here's where your catcher can get you a big out just by the strength of his arm. Nothing too exceptional here. He just lines his feet up properly and puts a good throw right on the bag. Just the way you like it.
2 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Indians lead it 9-0. Austin Jackson will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Come on, Austin!
Now here's the first pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
The 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, you know this ball had base hit written all over it. And for as hard as it was hit, it may have even made it into the alley. But that's a nice job at short to get all the way up there and just pull this thing down for the out.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here it comes. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
MVP! MVP!
Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Now here's the pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now the pitch. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 9-0. Lonnie Chisenhall will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
And here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The pitch. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop,
Zach Walters will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Let's do it, Tigers!
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Boy, that's just one of those fluky plays right there. He gets a late break off the mound because he's concerned about the business end of that bat, and who wouldn't be? And they wind up not being able to get an out on that play.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's ready now. The pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. From the stretch. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
Well, and here's a situation where he can't be catching these guys off guard. I mean, he just showed bunt on the previous pitch, and he tries again and winds up legging out a base hit.
Jason Kipnis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Jackson is there, 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Jonas Fisher is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Brandon Moss. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5.
Yeah, let's go, Troy.
Now the first pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Victor Martinez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
All right, make it count.
Now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that misses 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
1-1 pitch on the way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here's the 2-1 home to Martinez. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here he comes on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Let's go, Tigers.
3-2, here it is. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Oh, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Corey Hunter will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. 1-0 on the way. That's hard hit back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And he is in there.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Alex Avila will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
All right, Alex. Let's do this, Alex.
Now here's the first pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Pitch on its way to Avila. Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
None out, runners at first and second. He's set, now the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Diego Good will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch to him. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner will score from second.
First and second, you see the first baseman playing behind the runner. Now, if he's holding him, this might be a double play. Instead, it's by him down the line, and it's going to bring home a run.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. He waits. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
The 2-0 on the way. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. It is.
Yeah, and with 1 run home already, now make it 2 as he's able to hustle home on what will certainly be ruled as a wild pitch.
Now the 3-0 offering. That one's in there, 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Austin Jackson will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Jose Iglesias will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. You'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency half.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now another 0-2. Hit high and deep out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Now the pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Good. Comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. First pitch on the way. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here, now 2 away.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Michael Brantley will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the pitch. Fouled back. The 0-2 once more. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2. And he can't put him away on 0-2 as this is lined back into center field for a base hit.
One pitch at a time, baby.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He was able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Lonnie Chisenhall will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's the first offering. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. 0-1 pitch is swung on and bounced to second base for Kinsler. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We'll see Miguel Cabrera leading off when we get back. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Indians 9 and the Tigers 2. And there now is Miguel Cabrera. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The designated hitter, number 41, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. First offering on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
The 1-0 home. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting his spots well.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Just too many swings and misses on pitches out of the zone. Jeez, swing at strikes.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. First 2 men are retired now for Torrey Hunter. First pitch coming. Now Hunter swings and sends a high drive carrying to deep left field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll get in there with a hustle double.
You know, I wasn't quite sure where this ball was going to come down. You can see he just drives this one up into the night sky. During the daytime, maybe it's out of here. But at night, this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall. And he's able to cruise into second with a well-hit double.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Zach Walters will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
One out now for the Indians in their seventh, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. Now the first pitch. Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. And they're not going to get Bourne as he legs this one out.
Man, he can flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Jason Kipnis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his fifth try.
Brandon Moss will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. First and second now, one man out. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And the runner is in from second.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Carlos Santana will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the first pitch. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. Good. Has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will stand in now with 5 RBIs to his credit already and a chance to add on some more.
And you know, Matt, the way he's attacked the baseball so far, why stop now?
First pitch coming. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Pause, now the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Another 0-2 home. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now the 1-2 to Swisher. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. It's stretch time in Motown. Cleveland's out in front, 10-2. Diego Good will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Ian Kinsler will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first offering. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One offering on its way to Kinsler. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Here he comes, 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Full count pitch on its way. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Steve Lombardozzi will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Runners on first with 1 down. He's ready now. The pitch fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Moss has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Boy, you could go a whole season and not see this happen. I think what helps make this work is that no one in the ballpark expects anyone to tag up from first and try to advance. But he sees an opportunity, and that's a heck of a hustle play to get into scoring position.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Has a look. Now the pitch. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Jabba Chamberlain will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Chamberlain.
Michael Brantley will dig in. He singled his last time
Leading
around.
off for the Indians, the 23, Michael Brantley.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
And sometimes Java can let a missed call like that affect his concentration. He's just got to put it behind him and move on.
Now the pitch. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
A 2-1 offering. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Yan Gomes will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the first offering. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Here it comes. Now a fastball here as he skies this one out toward Jackson, the center fielder. And there's the second out of the inning. The tail of the tape, not all that pretty so far. 10-2 our score as we meander toward a conclusion to this one. Lonnie Chisenhall will step in, a groundout victim as last time. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a pitch on the way. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
In now, Zach Walters. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And the throw from Jackson is not going to get him. He's in there at third base.
And these guys can strike quickly. Just when it looked like they weren't going to do much here in the inning, they come through with hits on back-to-back pitches, and they're in business at first and third with 2 outs.
Michael Bourne will stand in with runners at the corners now as he looks for a third straight 2-out hit here, and they get him a run after all. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he has to fight this one off as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians strand a couple, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Jose Iglesias will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Brian Shaw will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. To his left, he's up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First offering on the way. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
One pitch coming now to Cabrera. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here's the 1-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Victor Martinez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch coming. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. Now here it comes. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2 out, nobody on. Martinez waiting for the 2-0 pitch. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Jason Kipnis will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Jason Kipnis.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Boy, and they've had his number all through this one. He's now 1 for 6 in this ball game. Man, that hurts.
Brandon Moss. We'll see if he can keep it going. 3 for 4 thus far. And here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Carlos Santana will try again, working on a good ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. First pitch coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And Hunter won't get there. It's off the wall. The throw into second.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
Here's the switch hitting Nick Swisher as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Good is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Corey Hunter will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Now here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-1. One strike now to Hunter. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a line drive to left. Brantley is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Scott Downs will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Pitch on its way to Avila. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Diego Good will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah.
Now the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Pitch on the way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out, nobody on. Now the veteran deals on 1 and 2. This ball will be chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Chopper foul. Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Indians win this one 10-2. Good night from Detroit.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 10 runs on a large number of hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Indians were in Detroit to take on the Tigers, and it was the Tribe who came away victorious, 10-2. Carlos Santana collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. Carlos Carrasco pitched well and earned his 14th victory on the year. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Houston Astros were in the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox, and it was Houston who came away with the win. The final was 10-7. Chris Carter was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits in the process. As of today, he is the RBI leader in the American League. The Royals were in Boston to take on the Red Sox, and the game went to extras with the Red Sox coming away with a walk-off win. The final was 1-0. The Tampa Bay Rays paid visit to the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, and it was the Rays who came away victorious. Final score was 4-2. Chris Archer was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. The Cincinnati Reds were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and it was the Reds who emerged in this one, the final 6-4. Joey Votto launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. He is currently the National League leader in batting average. Sam LeCure grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. The Rangers took on the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and on the road, the Rangers stole the extra innings win. The final score was 13-12. Prince Fielder dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Mariners matched up against the Angels in Anaheim. Seattle was victorious. The final was 5-4. Yoveris Medina pitched well enough to earn his 1st victory of the year. The Orioles paid visit to the East Bay to do battle with the Athletics, and it was the O's who came away victorious. The final score was 3-2. Nolan Reimold was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. The Phillies paid visit to the ATL to take on the Braves, and the Braves came away with the win. The final was 1-0. Zachary Akins pitched very well on the way to the victory on the mound, twirling 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen. Jose Fernandez gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete Nats in the nation's capital, and the Brewers came away with the win.